So, as father of the bride, it gives me a great privilege and honour to offer you all a warm welcome, and thank you for joining myself, Julia, Debbie and Andy to celebrate this special day and share these memories of marriage of our beautiful daughter Lauren and her husband now, Connor. So Lauren, I made a promise to myself not to cry today, yeah? And so far so good. But first of all, I'd like to say a little bit about Lauren. But before I do, obviously, I'll just take one for myself. So, they say that giving your daughter away is meant to be one of the hardest and proudest moments of a father's life. I now know what people mean when they say that. And it certainly is. So, Lauren, from the minute you were born, you were Daddy's little princess. And to this day, no matter how old you are, you will still be Daddy's little princess. Yeah. Now, it didn't take long for Lauren to swap her nappies for a pair of football boots. And at every spare moment, she was kicking a ball around, whether that be in the home, in the garden, in the street, or on many occasions at the house windows. Yeah. And if I had £1 for every time I'd watched a football impression of a window, I'd be doing okay now. So, from an early age, my little princess turned into a budding little football player. At the same time, a right little tomboy. So, from the age of 6 to 11, you were the only girl on the football team. And at that time, you also got great pleasure in showing the boys up, especially the ones that thought you were an easy target being a girl. When you reached the age of 11, you had to switch into an all-girls team. And I remember that day very well. Girls? Girls? Girls don't play football. And we had some right paddies. But then she joined the team and she realised that girls, other girls other than herself, actually play football. If you were them in the room tonight. All in all, Lauren had a total of 10 years of playing for Brighouse Juniors, and her name was, well, it was plastered all over the back page of the top tabloids for your skills and for the putting the ball in the back of that net. And for anyone here that reads the Brighouse Echo, she'll certainly, from between 1997 and 2007, they will know exactly what I mean. These skills, I've got to be honest, they didn't come from me. They definitely came from a mother. I think it's fair to say that from a very young age, Lauren became a very much miniature of a mum, in more ways than one. Yeah. Unlike your mum, you had a big passion and still have a big passion for holidays. And you don't have to be Einstein to work out where the holiday is going to be next in the Davis household. Connor, start getting the overtime in. So, joking apart, you are a loving, caring, and you see the best in most people. You've always been good with kids. Connor? You've even made a career around kids. And you'll always be one step ahead of us men, just like your mother. Yeah. Don't forget that, Connor. Which, needless to say, is definitely a miniature version of your mum, which I've got to say is a good thing. I can assure you, you won't go far wrong in life. So, Connor, Connor Davis. I think it's fair to say that that Connor's been dreading my speech for about 4 months now. In the fear that I'm going to divulge all the things, all the daft things that Connor may have said and done over this time. But rest assured, Connor, I'm not going to divulge any of them here. Reason being, because since you've come on the scene, you've made me look good. So every father, they want to vet and make sure that whoever marries their daughter is the right person. And as father, you have your own list of what they want, what they must meet, and they must be good enough for your daughter. Before I met Connor, I heard a lot about him. Lauren told me he played rugby. Great, I thought. Big strapping lad. Be able to look after my little princess. She then told me it was rugby union. I thought, okay, so it's a softer side of the sport, but nevertheless, he'll be a big strapping lad. She then told me he plays bowls. So I said, what, 10-pin bowling? No, crown cream bowling, Dad. So you can imagine my first question, how old is Connor? Yeah? Joking apart, Connor, yeah. Both Julia and I, we couldn't have asked for a better young man for our daughter. It might have taken you some time to work us out and to get our sense of humour, but once you got it, you were quick to join in. You know? And at times you were even brave enough to take on, to give as good as you get. Yeah? Even with Julia. But, correct, you're not off your mouth. You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah. But it's comforting knowing that Connor is everything that a father wants for his daughter. So, Debbie, Andy, Dennis, I thank you for that. So, as parents, all we want for our children is to be healthy and happy. And I can honestly say that Lauren was happy from the day of having Connor as a boyfriend and now her husband. And for both myself and Julia, it really is comforting to have a great young man sharing our daughter's life. But Connor, remember, behind every good man is a good woman. Yeah? Julia wrote that bit as well. So, Lauren and Connor, I'm certain that you'll both have a happy marriage for years and years to come. And both Julia and myself look forward to you taking us both on to Florida for your silver anniversary. Yeah. But my advice to both of you is always love one another. Yeah, always tell one another that you love them. Connor, you have to say this more than Lauren. Yeah. Always make up after an argument. Life's too short. Yeah. Again, Connor, you have to be one that makes that move. And last but not least, Connor, as your father-in-law, my advice to you for a successful and happy marriage is to answer every question with, yes, love. So, if you'd like to all rise and please raise your glass and a toast to the bride and groom, to Lauren and Connor.
Lauren and Connor.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, this is my turn now, isn't it? I was hoping Andrew's speech would just go on and on, and now hopefully wouldn't have to speak, but I guess I do. So, I'd like to say firstly, thank you, Andrew, for your kind words. For those who don't know me, I am normally quite a confident person who's willing to speak with anyone, but except right now, I'm feeling very nervous because you're all there watching cameras and phones and that's going on. But honestly, today's been the best day and the most surreal day of my life. I'm overwhelmed knowing that I have now finally married the love of my life. I would like to thank you all for coming today and being part of our special day, and thank you for the gifts that you provide us. There's a post box there if you need to post anything for us, just so you know. Events like today don't just happen. We've been planning this wedding for a year, I'll say we, actually mean Lauren. Actually, Lauren actually did all the work. One of the best things about being a man is that when he seemed to organise themselves and we just turn up. Lauren couldn't have done this without the help from family and friends. We would like to begin thanking Lauren's auntie and uncle, Auntie Val and Richard. But I'd like to honestly say that I've forgotten all the gifts. They're in the back of my car, in my house. So we have got gifts, but they'll be coming later, just so you're aware. Yeah.
Now you know why I said it makes me look good.
My father and his partner, and two very special people in Lauren's life, which is her grandma and granddad Peter and Judy. Andrew and Julia. Traditionally, I'm supposed to say thank you both at this point for welcoming me to your family. But it seems strange for me to do this today, as you have already made me feel part of it from day one. I generally could not have asked for better in-laws for people who don't. For people who don't know Andrew and Julie, they're amazing people, stroke parents to Lauren, James, Jason and Tom. They will always put other people's happiness before their own. I would like to thank you both for allowing me to marry your beautiful daughter. Alright, I'll take a deep breath.
Have a drink. Have a drink. Take your time.
Where did I get to now? Marry your beautiful, I'm bringing in Lauren for the woman today. I love Lauren with all my heart and will do everything I can continue to make her happy. I do have gifts. To my mum and dad, thank you for all the support you've supported me since birth. You've always been there when I've needed you. I feel extremely lucky to have such wonderful parents. You have both taught me so much and have always encouraged me to make the most of every opportunity I have had. I really believe that you have made me the person I am today, and I thank you. But it must be very hard to concern that you made such a perfect son. Thank you to the maid of honour and bridesmaids, Natalie, Olivia and Farah. I'm sure everyone will agree that you all look stunning today. Thank you for your help and being there for my wife. I know how much support you have given Lauren up to and including this day. You have all been great. Again, gifts. I would also like to thank our groomsmen, Joe and James. Along with a big thank you to Jason, Ruby and Austin for being part of our special day. The other things, guys. As some of you may know, a little trick of mine is leaving things till the last minute, and I'd be very surprised if Andrew and Julian weren't aware of this by now. So here's how the whole day came about. It was the 1st of August 2015, the day before the family trip to Florida, when I asked Lauren's mum and dad for acceptance to marry their daughter. It was such short notice, I didn't ask them the traditional way face-to-face, it was by Facebook Messenger. Thankfully, they did accept. Now, my next task was how to ask Lauren to marry me, because I knew I couldn't do that online. I had no idea how or where I was going to do this. Until the 10th of August 2015, when Lauren, James, Farrett and I were surprising Julie and Andrew for their 25th wedding anniversary on a Wishings cruise. I'm hoping you can all see where this is going. Luckily for me, Julie's super organised and kept the ring in her bag for the time when it seemed right for me to do this. And this was definitely the right time. Whilst on the boat with all 7 of us watching the Disney fireworks, I got down on one knee, traditional way, and asked Lauren Goldsmith to be my wife. It was the most magical moment of my life, but I have to apologise for stealing Andrew and Julian's moment. Because it was about them, not us. Finally, we can now talk about the star of today, me. My beautiful wife, Lauren. I want everyone to know how lucky I feel right now. Lauren, I love you in so many ways, and for so many reasons, and you understand me like no one else ever could. You are my best friend, sorry Aaron, and my soulmate. I love you with all my heart. Thank you for marrying me and making me the happiest man alive, and for loving me as much as I love you. I know this is the start of the rest of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please make the most important toast I may ever make in my life? to Lauren. We'll all stand.
To Lauren.
Now, I'm about to finish, but I would like to hand over to our best man, Aaron. Thank you for being part of our special day. We have, of course, got a gift, but I'll keep hold of it until I've heard your speech. Big thank you once again for everyone coming in today, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Aaron.
This can only go well. I'm going to change this now to second best friend because of that. So, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Aaron, and I've been chosen to be the best man today, which is both an honour and a privilege, so thank you. I feel a slight bit of pressure doing my speech, but I've been assured by Con if it goes well I can be the best man at his next wedding. It went better than I thought. Sorry, Lauren. It went better than I thought that was going to do. I would just like to say a big thank you to Connor and Lauren on behalf of myself and all the guests for putting on a fantastic day. I'm sure you would all agree Lauren is looking beautiful today, and so are all the bridesmaids. Connor and the groomsmen are also looking pretty dapper too, if I do say so myself. Luckily for Connor, the shop we got them from had a children's section, which is good. Connor and I go way back. We've grown up together from being children. On the way, we've shared some good times, laughs and experiences. I'd love to share some of these with you, but a lot of them would incriminate myself as well, so we'll leave them ones out. There is one, though, memory that shows Connor's true loyalty and selfishness, selflessness, wrong word. A few years back, after one of our outings, we'd pulled up outside my house, and I have to tell you at this point I was recovering from a hernia operation. So running, climbing, even big amounts of walking was not wise. So, being the good friend that Connor was, he'd offered to drive that night, which was very kind of you. So there we are sitting outside my house talking in the car, when Connor shouts, "What the is this?" So as I look over to the side of the car, I see another car pulled up next to us, and it's a rusty looking car, and it's making awful noise, and it's full of people wearing Bin Laden masks. So they stared at us for a while, and they drove up my road, and they made a U-turn to come back towards us. So mostly at this point would probably think a decent guy like Connor would have drove us out of the situation, you know, and avoided it, but no. He demanded my crippled body out of the car so he could make his great escape and drive off, leaving me no choice but to run, jump over my mum's 6-foot fence and duck in the bushes until the car had gone. Later we found out that there was a shooting down at the Tesco, which could have been us, and just to let you know, a lot of things can happen in an hour, which is when he'd text me asking if I were alright. I'm sure Connor's other friends, Ben and Joe are over there, and everyone else who knows it's not the first time Connor's left us in sticky situations and run. And I'm sure it won't be the last. In all seriousness though, you are a best friend a guy could ask for, and I would like to thank you and Lauren for the proud honour of being your best man today. And Lauren, I wish you all the luck in the world with your new role as wife and lifelong sufferer of Connor. I'm glad you've taken that spot. You are a fantastic and perfectly suited couple, and I'm sure everybody here would agree with me in wishing you a long, healthy and happy life together, and to have many happy years ahead. And on that note, I would like to raise a glass and a toast to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Davis. Thank you.
Bride and groom.
Oh. Short and sweet like you.
Well done, mate. Well done.
That's over.
I don't know where to go from here.
Go get presents.
All right.